Um, the big question here is when did you first make your first million? When did you make your first million? And what strategy did you use to get to your first million? That's a $1 million question everyone is waiting for here.
Okay, I must say, guys, I've been employed for quite some time because I think I started being employed around 2009. And to be honest with you, ever since I started working, I have never ever made any real money from being employed. So I only started making real money through investments. Even in my own personal businesses, I've never made R1 million, guys. So in 2014, when I pumped 20,000 rands into my portfolio and bought a couple of projects at that point of time, Bitcoin was still cheap, guys. It was trading at around $800 or $1,000 back then. So you can imagine projects that followed Bitcoin, they were so cheap. Ethereum was trading at around 42 cents or even $1, I think, if I'm not mistaken. So I invested 20,000 rands and I got a fair amount of coins. And I waited, guys. In 2017 December, I was shocked to see my portfolio hitting 1.2 million rands in 2017, but I only put in 20,000 rands. So I saw massive gains. And the reason why I am where I am today is because of after hitting my first
Jabu, you are breaking up. You are breaking. If you can hear me, please come back. We are live here, guys,
can't hear
with
you,
Jab. All right. Can you hear me now?
but you're breaking up.
All right. Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah, I hear you. Please continue.
Hey, your network is not that great. You're busy having some cut-ups there.
We can hear you. You can continue.
Okay, now I can. I think everything
All
is
right.
okay now.
Yes, you're still sharing with us how you made your first million, and you are talking about the bull run that happened back in 2017. Tell us more.
Yeah, so when I made that million, as I've said, I withdrew 200Ks and I spent it anyhow. Remember, I was still employed and making more than 30,000 rands a month on my employment. So I had the money to live the life that I wanted to live at that point of time, but I was not rich. So the portfolio that I had was strictly for me becoming wealthy. It was for wealth building purposes. So I put in back about 1 million rands back into my crypto portfolio. And I let that crypto portfolio run again. And around 2021 or 2020, I think I bought my house and my cars in 2021, if I'm not mistaken. That 1 million rand grew to 5.5 million rands. I thought to myself, that's now the perfect time for me to retire, or rather resign from working for anyone. That's when I resigned from my employment and bought myself a house in a very secure, nice estate. And I've bought myself cars. I bought so many cars for that matter. And yeah, I can say that's when I started now to live. I couldn't afford even a simple car back when I was working because all the money was going to creditors. But as soon as I started making fair amounts of money in cryptocurrencies, and in less than 10 years, guys, I've moved from literally nowhere to where I am today in less than 10 years. That's what I mean by saying cryptocurrencies will take you to places you never imagined. And with a capital of just 20,000 rands to grow to 5.5 million rands in less than 10 years, it's big, it's massive, it's out of this world, it's peculiar. So yeah, I worked hard, but yeah,